yeah, as you mentioned, he wasn't really being used much by Del Harris.
Right.
I, I, I mean, if you look back, the Lakers at the time with that position, right? You already had Nick Van Exel, who's very ball heavy.
Mm.
You already had Eddie Jones,
Eddie
who I
Jones.
believe they just drafted a couple years back. By
Right.
the time he was a lottery pick, you had Cedric Ceballos at three.
Sabalas. Yep.
So from and me, this is just me, obviously with the power of hindsight, right?
Mm.
Looking back, you really wanted to, you should have played Kobe more.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if you had Eddie Jones and Cedric Ceballos in front of you,
Right.
at this time, Ceballos was already established, right? He's not a superstar by any means, but
Mm.
he has that reputation of, he can be a guy on your team.
Right.
So where was Kobe gonna be in that rotation, right? I think that he kind of. This is where, in his career, he kind of gets a little bit of knockoff because his first, I believe, 2 years
Right.
in from an average wise perspective isn't really good if you look at it just because of the numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate just looking at it from the numbers, but from a numbers perspective, his first 2 seasons weren't something to call home about.
Really.
And
Yeah.
because he kind of got into that situation where he was a high school kid drafted and no one was drafting high school guards,
Right. Guards.
right?
Yeah.
And then he had to come off the bench behind a lottery pick and a time tested veteran.
Yeah.
So if
He
you're
was
Del
actually,
Harris,
yeah. If I
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, he was actually third string because they still had Byron Scott also.
yeah, that's true. So Byron Scott coming back from a tour with the Grizzlies, if
The
I'm not
Grizzlies,
mistaken.
yeah, the
So,
Pacers, yeah.
so he wasn't really. He wasn't. I mean, if you're Del Harris, obviously an old school coach, It's gonna be hard to justify giving minutes to a guy who's
Right.
who's still young and obviously who no one thought would be there at that point in time.
Right.
So it's kind of tricky, but yeah, if he was given, I think if he was given, and we're gonna talk about this later. I really want to talk about that. Um, if he had been given minutes, what would you think would be the impact of him in that early in his career? Because we know the time when he turned the page. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
But if he was given a lot more rope when he was starting his career, how do you think his career would have gone? We know it would have gone differently, but how different would it have gone?
That's a good question because a lot of the motivation, the anger, a lot of the, a lot of why the Mamba is the Mamba was because of his rookie year, and we've seen it in interviews. Um, there was a point he says in one of his interviews. There was a point where he says that, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have jumped straight to the NBA. Maybe I should have gone to college because he wasn't getting playing time at all. So mm, I would think that if he would still probably be one of the greatest, but I don't think that psycho mentality would be as he wouldn't be as angry, or
Mm.
or maybe he wouldn't be as just playing with a chip on his shoulder because uh, like I mentioned, a lot of it comes from not being able to play in his rookie year. And not only that, if you fast forward to the playoffs where he airballed 4 shots against Utah, that also kind of pushed him to really kind of want to be the greatest.
Yeah,
You know,
that's kind of like the core memories for him, I guess, in his
oh yeah.
basketball career.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I actually just researched this. So one of the things I remember Kobe visiting Manila a hell of a lot of times. Okay, and then I was like, oh, Kobe's in Manila again. It kind of became normal just to see Kobe Bryant going to Manila now during
Right.
NBA summers. But do you know the exact number? How many times he visited Manila in his lifetime?
I'd say like 4 or 5.
No, man. It was 7 times. He visited
Oh
Manila
my.
7 times. Could
Wow.
one more. You could have been 8, but
Yeah.
behind that. So he
Mhm.
visited Manila 7 times. Apart for what we just said, obviously that first
Yeah.
one in '98, and the last time he visited was just after he retired. So
Mhm.
we all, if you're a Filipino basketball fan, you know that Kobe Bryant is a god in Manila.
Yeah.
You don't even need to, you know,
Mhm.
it's a first name basis there. I remember, and this is the part that sucked because when when he started coming a lot to the Philippines, I
Mhm.
wasn't there anymore
Yeah.
because I already left.
Mhm.
Because I was like, oh man, I really want to go. I really want to go to. I really want to take that 3 hour flight from Singapore
Yeah.
just to go to this. Like,
Yeah.
man, it's not worth it. But
Yeah.
it was pretty frustrating as a fan. But
Mhm.
it's just amazing to see that he visited the country so much,
Right.
and he definitely felt at home. I think he's gonna be get given the king treatment over there. So
Oh yeah.
why not go, right?
Mhm.
But obviously, he goes a lot to promote his shoes,
Mhm.
and I mean, look, I'm not gonna pretend I'm a sneakerhead here. I'm not gonna say that I know all the hype stuff that's going on and whatnot.
Mhm.
But I gotta say that the Kobe's are one of my favorites.
Oh
If
yeah.
if I if right now the only shoes that I buy are
Mhm.
either Air Max 90s.
Mhm.
It's either Air Max 90s, Dunks, or
Those.
Kobe's. Those are the only three shoes I buy.
Mhm.
Right? So actually, no. Let me add one more there. I like Giannis's shoes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Shoot.
sometimes I get some
Yeah.
Giannis's,
Mhm.
but those are the only shoes that I buy on a normal
Mhm.
basis. Now
Yeah.
we all have our favorites. What's your favorite Kobe shoe that he's released?
Oh. I'm gonna say the six.
All right, any particular reason why?
The one it's the one with a it's the one with a snake texture.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
the
the
hard
one.
texture on the outside,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah.
think yeah. So
I
is there any
particularly
specific reason
love.
why you like it?
It's lightweight. Number one,
Mm.
and number two, it's just so badass looking, man.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
mean,
true.
and I particularly like the one in the Dodgers colorway.
Oh, the one that it just came out. They just released that recently.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So
And the Grinch ones are pretty fly too. So,
I know it's just that everyone just look. Here's the thing about the Kobe shoes, right? And
yeah.
it's the sad part. I remember this because I was out shopping for new basketball shoes, right?
Mhm.
And then this was the time. I think it was 2019, 2020
Mhm.
when I was looking at this. At the time, the shoe that he had out was the ADs, the Kobe
Right.
ADs,
Mhm.
the last one basically, and I kind of like the colorway. He had the Joker colorway going on with the purple
Mhm.
and the neon, and I believe that the Protro was starting to get released around that time
Yeah.
as well. And they were sitting on Foot Locker, man. Right?
Mm.
I was like, no, I'm gonna wait for a sale. I'm gonna wait for this sale. It's gonna go down because no one's buying it. It was just on the shelf. I mean, I think at the time the biggest hype were the New Balance 550s.
Right.
Everyone was buying those New Balances.
Mhm.
Everyone was buying the Ultra Boosts at the time.
Right.
So no one was really touching the basketball stuff there.
Mhm.
But then, when it all happened, everything's gone, and you can't buy Kobe shoes anymore for some reason. They
Yeah.
became rare. They became expensive, and I just
Mhm.
want a pair, man.
Right.
I just want to rock a pair because my favorite Kobe shoes, and I'm happy they're doing this because
Mhm.
when they first announced this Protro line, they were kind of exclusively focusing on the low cut stuff.
Yeah.
And look, I like the Kobe low cuts, right? One of my favorites in his line are the fours.
The fours.
So
Yeah.
the fours are one of my favorites. Fours and then the nines. So the nines are kind of like they don't even feel like basketball shoes because of how light they are.
Right. Mhm.
But my absolute favorite are not those. My absolute favorite, and I'm so happy that they actually did Protros now, because I'm definitely gonna buy this,
Mhm.
and I hope people don't cop it too much because
Uh-huh.
it's if I were to buy another new Kobe shoe, it's probably this. My favorites are the Kobe threes.
Oh, the threes.
Those are my absolute Kobe Bryant favorites. If I was just walking around the street, right? If I were to wear some sneakers going around, I would buy the fours all day,
Right.
just because the low cuts just look great.
Yeah.
But if I were on the court playing, the one that I would always use are the Kobe threes,
Right.
because it's just a normal height shoe, and then
Right.
the lockdown that you feel inside, you really feel that you're one with the shoe.
Right.
And if you just tie it just right, it just feels great. And
Yeah.
for some reason, I don't know why, every time I had a pair of black threes,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then my aunt gave it to me, and then I would just wear them during games. And for some reason, I mean, maybe just it was just dumb luck at the day.
Right.
I couldn't miss, man. I couldn't miss.
Yeah.
I was just. It was just. It just felt great. I mean,
Right.
it sucked when eventually those shoes broke,
Mhm.
but I was really sad. But I
Yeah.
would say the threes are my absolute favorite.
Mhm.
I'm so happy that they are remaking them now.
Right.
I don't like the white colorway. I'm not a fan of white shoes,
Mm-hmm.
but if they re-release the Lakers colorway, I'm definitely gonna buy that.
Right.
So that's on my radar. If they do re-release the Lakers colorway, that's the perfect basketball shoe in my
Definitely.
opinion. Kobe
Yeah.
threes.
The one pair I have, man, and this is going really back. The one pair I have is the Crazy Eights.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I got the Crazy Eights pre-Christmas sale at Citadel for half off.
Oh, that's not too bad. Because the thing is, they
Yeah.
don't have the Kobe name on them anymore. Because if it's Adidas, right? They can't sell that shoe with a Kobe name. It used to be
Right.
I think Adidas Crazy Kobe 8 or something like that.
Yeah,
And even that shoe that looked like a toaster.
yeah. Right.
The ones you wore.
The
So
All-Star game
yeah,
one. Mm-hmm.
yeah. He had two of those toaster shoes, right? The first one
Yeah.
was during the championship season. The first one, and the second one was a lower cut version of that. I have the first
Right.
one, so
Yeah.
I was able to buy a Darth Vader colorway version
Right.
of that one. They don't call it the Kobe anymore. I remember that I forgot. I forgot what the name of that shoe is now, but
They call it
before
the
when they
Crazy
called. Is it Crazy Ones? No, it's Crazy Ones. Crazy Ones, yeah.
Crazy
The first
Ones,
one
yeah.
was the Crazy one, the
Right.
bigger one. The second was the Crazy Two, the one that looked like a freaking toaster.
Yep.
But that first one was the Crazy Ones, and then I was able to get a Darth Vader colorway. It's
Right.
red and black for like $20, $30 or something crazy like that. It was on sale because it used to have the Kobe. So his logo with Adidas was him with the afro.
Right.
So if you go look at those shoes back in the day,
Yeah.
you had that Kobe logo there, and they used to call it the Kobe
Right.
before he went to Nike. He had released two shoes, official shoes with Adidas. So
Yep.
that's a little bit of history right there.